in graphs. Stayed fully focused and stuck to the task. When it paid off, I was like at last. Them other brothers can kiss my ass. And I promise you that I wouldn't want to be ya. Them man ain't got this energy, do ya? I cannot feel that vibe going through ya. Flat battery like my dead computer. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. I'm from a different life, different type. Energies, flows, vibes. I'm from a different life, different type. Energies, flows, vibes. They couldn't top this.
Who thought we'd be fighting at a Gothic cathedral? And yet here we are at Cambrian Hall. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable, the fact...
It's the Pac-Man. What a career he's had. Awarded Fighter of the Year
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
Expectations are sky. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Good counter punching. There's a counter shot. Good defense there to stop that hook. Beautiful counter punch. They exchange punches. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Missing with the hook. And he scores with the counter. Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
How about that time counter shot? And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Have to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Punch, counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao. What do we expect to see here in round 2? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Hitting his opponent in the face isn't enough. He wants to rub it in. That one will count. When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut would probably come in handy.
Oh man, you've got a swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Misses with the straight left. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Incredible work rate. Good counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. There's the bell to start round 3. Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. That jab won't score. Well done with that counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. And he misses with that straight left. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Manny. Back at it in round 4. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He threw a punch and just got countered. The straight right just misses. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Jab misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Fighter will say no mas. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao. On to the sixth round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice counter. That counter shot lands. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Catch and shoot. One punch could change everything in this battle. A perfect counter link. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place. And down goes Pacquiao. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Give me yourself.
Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. And there's the bell for round 7. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Oh, Linares goes to the canvas. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
A shot from the guns took him out.
1, 2,
They'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
That right jab just misses. They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Perfect counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. That'll be... And they're back at it again here in round 8. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nope, that hook won't score. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Holding nothing back here in the round. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That counter punch caught him clean. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Wow, let's take another look at that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win.
Thank you.